share with you through my thoughts that I had on this scripture this morning. I asked a question. How many have ever been on a seashore picking up shells? And then if you see those shells, you pick them up and you put them in your hands. And each one is a special possession that you have. You don't know what you can do with them, but they are a special possession. Then as you're walking along, you find that one shell that you really want in your possession. But you walk over, you can't pick it up because both your hands are full of shells. And I think that's what Jesus is talking to his flock about. He says, give up, sell your possessions, and give alms to the poor. This makes room for God to come into the hearts with God's peace. Concentrating on a possession don't give you an opportunity to really accept God into your heart. I had a lady come to my place of appointment. Her name was Lynn, and she looked a little bit different than the other people that worked there. She was brand new. So I went on and started talking to her and welcomed her to the company and asked her where she was from. And she said she was from Cambodia. And I thought, boy, that's interesting. And she shared the story of coming out of Cambodia. And they were in a refugee camp. And we all know what was going on in Cambodia at the time. And they didn't know what their future was. It was really uncertain. And then another group of refugees came into the camp. They were different than the other ones coming into the camp. They seemed to be really assured. Seemed like they weren't agitated. It seemed like they knew what their future was. And Lynn and her husband said, what do they have? We're practicing Buddhists, but we don't have that kind of feelings in ourselves. So they found out that these people were Christian. And what they had in their heart was God's heart, was God in their heart, and the peace of God. Now, Lynn and her husband wanted that, and that's what they achieved. When they came to the United States, he went to work for an organization in Colorado, taking the English Bible and interpreting it back into Cambodian. And he now has a church. Actually, it's a home church, just similar to what our early forefathers had in home churches, where maybe the richest person had the biggest home, and that's where they all gathered. So he is now ministering to the Cambodian community in Holland. So I say, what about peace in your heart? We talk about God's peace. And I ask myself, well, what is God's peace? And this is what I want to share with you today. Peace is resting in a relationship with God. Trusting everything in God's hand. In Philippians it says, the peace of God transcends all understanding, will guard our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. May we all have God's peace. Amen.